Hello YouTube, fellow priests. My name's Duke. I'm back with an updated Cataclysm priest guide. This is going to be kind of part of a bigger project we're going to be working on. We've got a couple friends of mine that are going to be making class guides, kind of like this one, telling about their class, how to get gem, enchant, how to play. My buddy Rashiwi, he already made his. He plays a boomkin. Not much good boomkin information out there, so go check that out. It's really thorough. I'll put a link to it in the movie here and in the description. We're also going to have a rogue on, maybe resto shamans, just people who know how to play their class, coming and giving good information. Going to start our goal is to start kind of a PvP community here, because there's not really one on this on YouTube, so hopefully we'll be able to get one going. But yeah, just jump right in with the priest. I'm going to start with my gear, kind of how I'm gearing this season. For me, the stat priority goes resilience, intellect, spirit, and then mastery, and then crit and haste, or just kind of whatever. Don't get those. So I go resilience because I'm a disc priest, and it sucks to be a disc priest right now. We go squish. Everybody attacks us. The only saving grace that I've figured out is resilience, actually. It's the only thing that really helps out, because everybody focuses priest nowadays. So I'm stacking it on my gear. I got both resil trinkets. Pretty much I'm just full PvP gear. I have the 2-piece satin, 3-piece mooncloth to get the extra 400 resilience bonus. It really does help out a lot, so I would recommend that. And I know they are buffing priests in the upcoming patch, so unfortunately I don't know the patch number for you, but this might change in that due to they're changing the 4-piece set bonus to, it's like a 4-second freedom for priests after you power word shield yourself. And that just sounds kind of cool. I feel like that would really help getting away from pretty much any melee class, any out of novas, all sorts of stuff. So I think I'm probably going to be going with the just full mooncloth at that point. But right now, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing 3 and 2. I got some resilience gems. I'm pretty much just stacking it. I'm sitting at almost 4,000 right now. And then after that, you go intellect, because intellect increases spell power, just all sorts of stuff. Intellect is kind of the new go-to spell as far as kind of output. Let's see if I can even find it here. Yeah, mana, spell power, and crit. So all around, definitely good stat to have. So if you're not stacking resil, you're stacking spirit or intellect, and then if you're not doing that, get the spirit offsets. Mana regen for priests sucks right now. The only thing that really kind of helps balance it out is how OP mana burn still is. I mean, you can change a game with mana burn. It really kind of helps even it out. But yeah, you go with the spirit offsets. Always got to have your hit cap. If you're not hit capped, I believe it's 4%. Get it. Make sure you are hit capped. If you need to reforge gear to get the hit, do it. This spell pen, the hard cap is 240, and the soft cap I believe is 200. So the only thing you need 240 for is mages with mage armor up. So other than that, if anything above 200, you should be set. To be safe, I've got the spell pen necklace, and I'm going to get the enchant on my cloak. Well, I have it on my cloak. And that has me at like 271. That's more than enough. I'm never going to get resisted with that. So that's definitely get that, because there's nothing worse in an arena. It's like, all right, I'll fear the pally out of that sheep. Oh yeah, never mind. You never want to hear never mind in an arena, because it means something bad happened. So, well, most of the time. Sometimes it's good. But, yeah, so make sure you're hit capped. Make sure your spell pen capped. It will win you games. You'll lose games if you are not. Just from that little gearing difference. That's pretty much all I have for gear. I wouldn't recommend. A lot of people are still in the whole mixing PvE and PvE. Just don't do that. You need the resilience. You need the stamina. Don't mix PvE and PvP gear. The only exceptions are trinkets. If you have a pretty beast PvE trinket, you can use it. But other than that, I would not even venture down that road. Spec. We'll talk about that now. It's not too outrageous. It's pretty, I think it's normal. I'm not really going to talk about the talents unless there's something controversial about them. Other than that, I'm just going to kind of tell you what I got. I got 2 in Power Word Shield, Twin Disciplines, Mental Agility. That's all. I got all those. Soul Warding, Inner Sanctum. Now this one, I see a lot of priests running around with Evangelism and Archangel. I've bailed on smiting. Anything smite related, I don't do. It became too much of a. It was too long of a cast, and honestly, it just your window of opportunity in arenas most of the time. I mean, there's always exceptions. Every arena is pretty much different, but most of the time, you had time for, and while the healer's in a fear, so that's 8 seconds. You have that 8 seconds to you can get 2 smites in there, 2 maybe 3, before you got to think about healing again or thinking about chaining another one or mana burning. There's not a whole lot of window of opportunity. So spending all these talents to make smite efficient, like Evangelism, Archangel, then you'd have to put 3 in Divine Fury to reduce the casting time of it. It just got to be so much for something that didn't give me that much. Like, what I do now is I Mind Spike. I mean, you still do that. You still set up the fears. You still have to DPS to help your partner out. But now I just Mind Spike. It's a quicker cast. Towards the end of it, you just drop a Mind Blast, and at that point, it's almost guaranteed to crit. Excuse me, but it's almost guaranteed to crit. I mean, it's just better than Smite at this point, I think. Especially, and you don't need to spend 6 talent points to make it. So, I mean, it's just there. So, don't get that. Do have Renewed Hope, Power Infusion, Inner Focus. You're retarded if you don't have those. Atonement. Don't get it because, again, Smite. Borrowed Time. Some people bail on that because of the haste. People don't like haste now. Which, I mean, haste is still nice. It's quicker. GCDs really help. But the 14% helps a lot. Maybe a Bubble Penance. So, get it. Rapture is huge. I know I took a lot of heat on my old video because in Lich King I did not get Rapture. And a lot of people thought that was just outrageous that I didn't get Rapture. But now it's a must with how the priest's mana returns are nowadays. Divine Aegis, these are all pretty self-explanatory. Focus Will, Grace, yada yada. Don't get Train of Thought. Don't cast Greater Heal. Don't get this. Don't cast Heal. If you're casting Heal, you're doing it wrong. Just doing it wrong. Reflective Shield, some people like it. For 2 points, you can just get better. You can get better things. It's not that great. Very little output from it. Holy, have 3 in Empowered Healing, 2 in Renewed Hope, because I don't cast Smite, Holy Fire, Heal, or Greater Heal, and 10% in Renew. Little extra healing never hurt anybody. Desperate Prayer, and then Inspiration. I would definitely recommend Inspiration for everybody. It really, really makes a big difference when fighting the melee. And then Veiled Shadows and the Shadow Tree for a minute less on my Shadow Fiend. Definitely helps out, just again, with how bad mana regen is for Disc Priest right now. Every little thing you can get to reduce mana, make yourself more mana efficient, really, really helps.